the terms used by the judges at the Supreme Court, I mean, there could not have been any other better way to term what Azimio presented before court. The issue, Chebukati had no role. Chebukati could not change the results, neither the 4 commissioners. They were only supposed to declare results as voted by Kenyans. So I support an audit of the election for purposes of improving future elections.
Okay.
And they should also accept that in an election where you make an allegation, you have to prove that, you know, from this polling station, my candidate had 200 votes. At the National Tallying Center, those votes are 150. I need, you know, there should be some serious inconsistencies to warrant us to question the integrity of IEBC.
Yes, so that we move away from this topic of the...
I wouldn't really want to debate issues of 2022 election.
Yes.
And you know why? Because these are issues that were heard and determined by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
And we, even though we did not agree with the outcome of the Supreme Court, we respected the outcome. And that's why today we can sit Boit on this table and debate. Otherwise, if it was the me of that time, it would be a different debate, and he knows that. Number two, I want to remind Boit of the role of the commission, commissioners, and the chair of IEBC. The reason why the NADCO has recommended the amendment of Article 138 is so that you provide clear role of the commissioners in the verification of the presidential vote before they are declared by the chairman. That was not there. It was not followed. And that's why Chebukati did what he did. But be that as it may, we are moving forward bolder and stronger. Why? Because there is a recommendation that is cogent enough to cure that problem. I would want you, Boit, to go and read the NADCO report, so that in these arguments, you actually have the facts. Your argument is good, but it is not factual. It is not factual in the sense that you are trying to justify what the Chebukati Three did versus what the Cherera Four did. This is a commission. 4 has never been, 3 has never been more than 4. If you are to make a decision unanimously and you say, okay, fine, we are going for consensus, 3 are for this, 4 for this, who are the majority? 4. But you are saying because these were handshake picked, you strongly believe that handshake could actually put commissioners in office, and you know the process of appointing a commissioner. Right from Schedule 1 of the IBC Act, Boit, you know how they arrived there. You know how they are approved. Your members who are now with you approved those names in Parliament, you know, and they became commissioners. It's not only Azimio-related members.
Okay, so let's close this, Boit. Your response to that will close this issue.
You see, my friend Okango seems to be addressing me. I think we are in this show to address the issues before us and to inform Kenyans of certain aspects. You see, this same argument that Azimio had in court is still us. For even if you are majority, you cannot overturn the will of the people of Kenya. The role of IBC is simple: declare the results as people have voted in the constituencies. And even if the majority 4 had a different opinion, that one didn't change any results, and as proved by the decisions of the Supreme Court. However, moving forward, I think what is urgent, as the Amos Wako team looks at the audit, the other important thing is the constitution of IEBC to be able to undertake the delimitation of boundaries and prepare for the next election.
By the way, will Kenya Kwanza, before we move on, will Kenya Kwanza be flaunting its team to 3-member team just like Azimio has done?
I hope so. Because if that is one of the items that they've decided to, they will walk ahead. I'm thinking that there will be communication from the party as soon as possible.
All right. So let's look at, the bid for AUC by Azimio leader Raila Odinga. And I'll begin with you, Boit. Of course, the election happens next year in 2025. Looking at the prospects, on this one, there seems to be a consensus, an agreement between parties Kenya Kwanza and Azimio. On this one, you're seeing eye to eye. I mean, you're on the same level on this one. What do you make of this, bid by Azimio leader Raila Odinga? And will it succeed? There are those who are saying this is a bad, backhanded compliment by Kenya Kwanza side.
First of all, Raila Odinga is a Kenyan. Okay. And I would like to applaud the president for giving his support as the head of state and reaching out to his colleagues within the East Africa to support Raila. Raila is a Pan-Africanist, as been shown by his track record. We fully support the position of Honorable Raila to be the chair of African Union Commission. We cannot be having a different position as a country when we are fronting our own leader. And you see, in a contested election, the other issue would be Raila would have been president if he had won. So these are alternatives that we have in our country. So that he came second in the presidential election.
Yes.
We have no reason why not to support him to ascend to the chair of African Union.
Fred, there seems you guys don't seem to have an issue this time with that appointment, with that bid.
Well, we are alive to the fact. First of all, let me start from who is Raila Odinga and why is Raila Odinga going for the AU? It is his decision. Me and Boit and you and many outside there, other than Honorable William Ruto, have no vote. We can only comment on it. But Raila Odinga, his track record on issues of Pan-Africanism shows that he is eminently qualified for that job.